Hi guys, Blash Lily here with another pick a card reading. So this one is going to be a little bit different. This is a bit of a shadow reading, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at how karma is going to get those who have done you wrong, how karma is going to get those who have hurt you intentionally, unintentionally. Okay, and I think that forgiveness is such an important aspect of our spiritual journey, but I don't think that we should fall for the spiritual bypassing and pretend like something that hurt us didn't hurt us. Okay, so I do also believe that sometimes we need to know that we will be avenged by the universe, by karma. So that we can have this feeling of justice, so that we can have this closure. All that being said, guys, as usual, remember that those are general pick a card readings, so only take what's going to resonate with you and leave the rest out on the table, okay? For personal readings, you could always email me. My email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, rituals, and much more. So make sure to check it out. Alright, my lovelies. So for today's shadowy reading, we're going to have three options. This is going to be option number 1 with the malachite over here. This is going to be option number 2 with an amethyst. And this is going to be option number 3 with the clear quartz. So go ahead, take a deep centering breath in. Concentrate, make space for this reading. See which crystal you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. Just go with the one that felt like it was calling out to you. If you need a bit more time, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, welcome to your reading, darlings. So if you were drawn to this gorgeous malachite crystal, let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, I want to take a look at what those people or what this person has done to you, how they have influenced your energies. What is it that karma is going to be getting them for? So let's go ahead and take a look at the situation. I just want to pull a couple of cards. Have the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Okay, so even from these 3 cards, I can see that this was somebody who, it's like they closed the roads. They made it, it's like they saw you reaching for your goals. They saw you reaching for opportunities. There's a lot of jealousy that's coming through, and they sort of did something for, first and foremost, they made you doubt yourself very, very strongly. There's a lot of energy of like crossing off, like being blocked and blocking your own path, but it's also something that they did to block your path for happiness, for success. It was almost like they really didn't want you to achieve success. They didn't want you to be happy. The lot of jealousy, like literally with this malachite, we could be talking about money over here, because we do have the Knight of Pentacles, and we do have like this energy of fulfillment, dreams coming true. But then with the Two of Swords, that's coming through very strongly over here, especially in reverse. It's like they made you doubt yourself. They made you, and I know it sounds weird, like they made you, but it could be blackmail. It could be, somebody playing mind games. They made you doubt yourself, and they made you choose the wrong decisions. It's like make the wrong decisions and choose the wrong things. It's like they knew something that you didn't know, and it could have something to do at work. It would have something to do with law. I'm going to take a look. Because don't forget, this is meant for quite a few of you, but I'm seeing so far it's about making your wishes come true with regards to physical things, to money, to, I'm hearing for some of you, cars, homes, feeling secure, feeling abundant, and it's like somebody constantly made you question. Like I'm seeing a green-eyed monster, somebody who's very jealous. I'm going to be taking a look at the shadow aspect of this person in a minute. But let's go ahead and take a look at the situation a little bit more. Because without this person, it feels like you could definitely achieve more, and you could definitely enjoy whatever you had more. So we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is like something about being backstabbed. Somebody here, what I'm seeing is that somebody you really trusted has really forsaken you. You didn't expect those swords to be coming. You didn't expect, like, it was sudden, it was out of nowhere, and it was incredibly harsh, and it was from somebody who you expected it the least. For some of you, what I'm seeing is you might not even know the whole story. What's interesting is maybe for a small part of you guys, what I'm seeing it could be if you were into some sort of sports, because I'm seeing like cups, you know, and maybe like if you guys were in some sort of sport and then somebody, I don't know, pushed you, or somebody scared you, and you might have gotten some sort of trauma, you know, it's something like this. Or somebody played with your mind, like, you know, at a level where, like, before you had a competition or before you had an exam, they made you doubt yourself, they made you worry. It's very wicked. The energy that I'm feeling is very wicked, and it has a lot of competition, like a very strong competitive streak. It could be at work as well, like somebody bad mouthing you, and that sort of thing. But it's like blocking the future, blocking the success very suddenly. Making you walk away. Making you walk away with this Eight of Cups, where you guys are literally walking away from something, where you feel like you had to walk away. And I feel for quite a few of you, this person could also, like, you might have found out all of this, and this person, it's like they weren't punished, or there's no closure. There's a very strong feeling that you guys didn't get closure with this person, because this person either walked away or started ignoring you or denied the whole thing. It's somebody who just disappeared into the night. They got your opportunities. This is what I'm hearing very strongly. You feel like your opportunities were stolen. Because it feels like you were so close to the end, to reaching your goal. And then it all just came like to a stop very abruptly. And you feel like this person got to move on. This person at your expense got to move on. And you stayed behind, like wounded and hurt. This could also be indication of a promotion. You couldn't travel, you couldn't leave. For some of you, this could be a thing about like getting your papers, getting your visas, moving on. But there's definitely, with the world being in reverse, like somebody being recognized for something that you did, like somebody stealing your work, somebody copying your work, somebody being recognized for something that you did, and somebody who eliminated you in like such a way that made you think like, oh my god, how did I not see this coming? So for a lot of you, it's about not being recognized for what you did. For a lot of you, it's about being upstaged by this person who basically stole from you. This could be over the internet as well. There's loads and loads of things going on, but what it is that you are not getting closure, and you keep thinking about it over and over again. Now guys, for option number one, I'm not seeing a lot of like with regards to love. So I am seeing colleagues, friends. This could be even for some of you relatives. But I'm not seeing it as a romance as such. So if it doesn't resonate, guys, I'd suggest picking the other piles. But what I'm seeing here is it could be romance, but then it could be somebody who, like, I'm sorry to say, never really had any strong feelings for you. Like their intention was to use you, was to make you feel like they could be trusted, and then to take it all away. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at how karma is going to get them for what they did to you. Let's go ahead and take a look how universe is going to bring balance into this. So this person could be Capricorn, they don't have to be. So far what I'm seeing is that they are going to think like this moment of fame, this moment of resting on their laurels that are actually yours. Like the thing is, it's going to end rather soon, okay? At least the satisfaction. And with the devil over here, what karma is going to do is to make them, it's this energy of them feeling like they're chained. They're gonna lose their freedom, and that's the energy. That's what I'm seeing, because they will constantly have to keep proving that what they said they did, was what they did. But of course, it wasn't. It was something that you have done. It was your energy. It was your idea, okay? And then now they have to work twice as hard to get like the little money. They're also going to be, there's this energy of karma getting them money wise, a lot of contracts, a lot of communication. First, like there's this energy of somebody spying on them. For a few of you, I'm actually seeing them being brought to justice. If they took money, or if they took, yeah, see, with like being revealed, like they pretended to be the magician, but it's like they're nowhere near the magician that they're pretending to be. They're nowhere near as skillful, they're nowhere near as powerful. This is not like it, and it's a bit like they're going to be, there's this energy of them being shamed. And they're going to, there's a lot of vibes that they're going to end up isolating themselves, okay? Because their ego, like it with them, there's a big ego, and their ego is going to like put them on top of this mountain, okay? And it's like, it's almost like there's this vibe that they're trying to live your life. I don't know what it is. It could even be like, you know, a sibling energy. But they're trying to live your life. They're trying to like hang out with your friends. They're trying to hang out with your colleagues. They're trying to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. They're like might even be choosing like the same, you know, like to the point of choosing the same car that you wanted to buy, or choosing the same dress. It's that sort of energy, but it's going to isolate them. It's going to really isolate them. And people around them are going to be fake people. Like karma is going to do it so that they really feel this energy of but the thing is, the funny thing is, because of what they did to you, they're having like big trust issues. And it might not be apparent, but for them, they're going to be finding it very difficult to trust people. And that's going to be incredibly isolating. So it might at some point feel like they have whatever it is that you wanted, that they took your life, but it doesn't give them the satisfaction. They're constantly afraid of losing it. They're constantly afraid of people finding out who they truly are. They constantly try to hide behind this mask when really they're very, very lonely. Okay? Because there's a lot of energy, like now that we're getting down to this person, it's like they're constantly going to move away from love. Like this person's issue is that they feel like they can't be loved for who they are. So they have to always pretend to be somebody else. And they're saying, like, for you, it should be like a compliment. It's a weird thing to say, but they're saying it should be a compliment because they thought that somebody like you with your life is lovable, is much more acceptable to society and to others than they are. And it's going to be very difficult for this person to find love, to find relationships that are based on love. And that will it will take them a while to work through this, to work through all of these energies. Okay, let's pull one card to see their shadow. To get to know their shadow a little bit better. The temple of my body. So they have a very big issue with their image, with their self-esteem. They keep constantly, like they have so many masks that they don't even know who they are anymore. One mask with one person, one mask with the other person, and that in itself is like fragmentation. That in itself can be very difficult because when you don't know who you are, then you can't let people love you, because like you're constantly changing, and you have to remember to keep up with the mask that you put on yesterday. And for some reason, what they're saying is it's like if they said anything about your body, or if they bullied you, or if they said, like, they were projecting their own fears, and fate will turn it so that they too will experience the unpleasantness, the toxicity of their words and their remarks at some point in their life. Like they keep showing me like the scales are going to balance. And they keep saying it might sound a little bit maybe too dark, but what they're saying is like this person, it's almost like, you know, what they drink, what they eat, what they wear, it doesn't give them the satisfaction. It doesn't give them satisfaction because deep down they always know it's like it's not rightfully earned. It's like stolen, it's taken away, it's not theirs. But this is their lesson. This is what they have to learn. And you guys have to remember that you are only responsible for your life, okay? Because I'm already feeling that some of you are starting to feel maybe a little bit guilty or whatnot. But for those of you guys who have this idea, who feel like, you know, you're like you have this beautiful kind heart, and you might feel like this is your fault. This is in no way your fault, okay? This is in no way your fault. You're not responsible for actions of other people. Don't forget that, okay? Let me pull one card as an advice for you. Rather, as advice for you in this particular situation. Apart from for you lovelies not to take it upon yourselves Because I feel a lot of you guys are empaths. And I feel that a lot of you, even if somebody hurts you and then you hear that they're being punished for what they did, you might feel guilty, like, oh my God, they're being punished because of me. And they're saying that please don't think that, because this is like, there's some things we can control and there's some things that we can't control. And like I said at the beginning, that this is a general reading, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what your advice is. Fill up your well. Retreat, rest, refuel. Beautiful. They're saying you've been worried too much about this situation. This situation has been draining you. And now it's time for you to put those beautiful energies, those healing energies, those calm energies back towards yourself, okay? Because I feel like you guys are like these beautiful souls that tend to want to help people, even people who have hurt you. They're saying that, you know, right now it's the time for you, especially if you have an opportunity to do this next to some sort of body of water, if you guys have some sort of lake or waterfall or a beautiful place that you can go where you just feel at one and connected to yourself and the nature, now would be a beautiful time for you to do this. Because you are beautiful. Oh, they keep saying, oh, okay, they keep saying that you are beautiful, you are handsome. All right, I see. All right, lovelies, that's all I have for option number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. For personal readings, you could always email me. My email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with exclusive content, additional discounts, love and magic rituals, and much more, so make sure to check it out. Alright, my lovelies, take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 2, welcome to your reading, darlings. Let's go ahead and take a look at how karma is going to get those who have hurt you. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the situation with this person, how they have hurt you, or with these people. For some of you, I'm seeing it's actually not just one person. It's a couple of people, maybe a group of people. But let's go ahead and take a look. What was the situation and how it has affected you? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so here we're talking about love. Here we're talking about love, guys. A lot of disappointment. So let me go ahead and take a look, because this is like they're showing me this beautiful story. They're showing me this energy of Gemini. They're showing me this energy of Aries, energy of the Virgo. Like things have really started to go well for you. Everything was going well. And then it all just sort of stopped with this Five of Cups. Let's go ahead and take a look in more detail, because it's almost like it was too good to be true. And then we have fights. And then we have fights. And then we have somebody showing their true self. Hey, we have somebody who has to win at all costs. Somebody who's ruthless. For some of you, I am literally seeing gossip. I am seeing somebody cutting you with words. Somebody just being incredibly ruthless. Oh, could this be with money? Not money. Could this be with, yeah, money. Money. Paperwork. Oof, okay. Cheating. Leaving you out on the cold. Okay, so somebody came in your life and somebody made it seem like a fairy tale. Like even the aura of those cards, if you can put it that way, it's this beautiful pink, and you're like you've got your rose colored, pink colored glasses on. Okay, and then it's like you might have moved away with this person or started afresh with this person, and then everything hit the fan. Okay, you got so disappointed, like when you when you found out who this person is, when you got to see the real them, you felt so disappointed. So this person might have cheated you out of money, might have cheated you out of your assets. This could like be because the King of Wands, this isn't somebody who's ready for commitment. So it's somebody who might have promised you loads and loads of things, took advantage of you, and then left you out in the cold. There's a lot of energy of loss with the 2 5s over here. You might have lost a legal battle with regards to them. This could be also about work. Okay, somebody who promised you a lot of things under false pretenses, and then it all just went to hell, straight away to hell. Because I'm seeing like somebody like slapping you with a cold harsh truth, somebody changing like almost overnight. Somebody who was so loving, somebody who was saying, oh, I'll take care of you, I'll protect you. This could even be, sometimes this could be a father figure, or somebody who reminded you of your father, or like an older brother. But it's somebody who you, like everything was going so well that you wanted to start. For a few of you, this could be that you decided to move on from a particular place, and they decided to make your life hell. It's like my way or the highway, and you chose the highway, and they're like, oh, so you're choosing the highway, so I'm gonna make sure that it's the highway to hell. Okay, so this is what this sort of did with you over here, because there's a lot of like gossip, a lot of making sure that you stay with nothing. It's this vengeful energy, like I want to make sure that you stay with absolutely nothing. For some of you, this could be somebody stealing your inheritance. And that's why I was thinking, like, oh my god, like the cards are so nice. Like if it were any other reading, I would be like, oh my god, you guys, your luck is changing with love. Like you guys are starting, but it was all like a fairy tale. It was all like with the cards I'm seeing here, it was all a bunch of lies, and then the other person like cruel, gossiping behind your back, planning, conniving, making sure, like for some of you, I'm seeing that you might have been left out on the cold, maybe even with a child. Again, see, and then it might have been that they kept coming back. They kept saying, okay, well, no, let's I want a family, let's play happy families, yeah. And then they were like, oh, they kept thinking about the past. And they kept talking about the past, don't you remember this and that, and then again they went and they turned cold. So this is starting to sound like could be a narcissistic relationship over here. This is starting to sound like somebody who really likes to play with your mind over and over again, somebody who makes you question yourself, somebody who even drove you to the point where you felt ill. You know, this could also be gaslighting. And the thing is, it's weird. It's somebody who kept saying that I love you, or I do it because I love you. Okay, and it could be a partner, or it could be, again, this could be a father, a mother, it doesn't matter, but they have a very masculine energy. And since we have a lot of like childhood energy, childhood cards, this could be like even somebody you have known since you were little. Like there's a lot that's being mixed over here, a lot of energies, but let's go ahead and take a look at how karma is going to get them for what they did to you. Because they literally, like, it's almost like they took pleasure in crushing you. They took pleasure in coming back, starting things over, disappearing again, coming back, starting things over, disappearing again. So let's go ahead and take a look at how karma is going to get them for hurting you in this way, for pretending to care and then just using you. And it didn't happen once, it happened over and over again. And you with your beautiful big hearts, I think you just kept coming back. You kept wishing, you kept thinking that, you know, that they've changed. Okay, so there's a very big punishment that this person, whoever they are, they're gonna end up with a gold digger. Like there is literally, they're showing me that there is going to be this person, doesn't matter if they're male or female, they're going to end up with somebody who's going to take their money or they're going to go bankrupt. Very big energy that they're going to lose everything. Because in reality, these people that we're talking about, or this person, they're very stingy. With emotions, with money, with the truth, with loads and loads of things. And the thing is, they're going to be meeting somebody in their life, or they might already have those energies of having gone bankrupt, or they are going to meet somebody in their life who are going to take away from them. Okay, big time. The player is gonna get played. This is what I'm hearing. The crown is going to be knocked off of their head. They felt like they were untouchable. They might be like, oh, I'm the star. I did this, I did that. I'm like, they have to be the center of attention. I'm the star, I'm this, I'm that. And they're saying, well, no. It might be that, you know, they could also been telling you that you don't look the way that you should, you don't act the way that you should. And it's almost like they're, again, I keep hearing it's like the same thing. Like they're going to be told pretty much the same thing, and they are going to remember you. But if we're talking about a narcissist, I don't think there's going to be any remorse, but at least they will acknowledge it. Okay, because narcissists, they don't really show any remorse. They're just incapable of those things. Again, it's showing me that because to be honest with you, I don't think this person can love, and in like a general understanding of this word, of this emotion. They're very much into like, look at me, invest in me, me. It's all about me. I'm even hearing for some of you, it could be like, oh, somebody who left you for somebody younger, or somebody who left you and said that they're prettier. There's this sort of energy, and they're saying that first they're going to come after their money, so they will feel what it's like to. It's almost like once the money is gone, they will realize that they have nothing else to offer, and their ego will take such a big fall from, because they keep saying like, oh, I'm the star, like I'm the king or I'm the queen. And with the tower, everything, well, not everything, but a lot of things that they worked for, or a lot of things they invested in, they're gonna come crashing down. It could be because of this man or woman who takes a lot of their things, or it could just be karma working through external circumstances. Because I felt like they kept trying to always show how they are better, they are wiser, like they are the king. And then the king gets dethroned, and they will lose people, and they will realize that people were only with them because they needed something from them. So it was a very selfish relationship, a bunch of selfish relationships. And the cards keep saying like, well done that you go out of there. And they are going to be in a position where they will have to tame their big ego and their big pride and reach out for help, reach out for people to help them out. And the ego is going to crush. The crown is going to fall off. See that crown that they kept wearing? It's almost like even the way they looked at you. There's also something that they're going to realize about their appearance. Like their appearance is going to change. Like they're going to become less attractive. And they will really value them. They will really value you. They will have to start all over again. Karma will, like if this is, for example, if we're talking about a company owner, okay, or somebody who was like, I'm all that, they will lose this company and they will have to start looking for like an ordinary job, and they will feel like the universe will make them feel like they made you feel. They might have to change like where they live. There's a lot of loss. A lot of loss that's being indicated. And a lot of like this energy of emptiness. So maybe they even like were or are some sort of a star, a pop star, a YouTube star, a TikTok star, you know, thinking that they're all that they can get better, that they can do better. And they're always going to keep worrying that somebody is going to take away what's theirs. Money, because there's this energy where they see people as assets as well. It's all about appearances. It's all about what you can do for them, what they can do for you. Like there's no love as such. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those people who just use other people. But they're saying like their karma is to constantly worry, and like this is one of their biggest fear coming true, where they're gonna lose everything. And whenever like they start getting it back, they're going to hold on to everything. It's, you know, it's like somebody who what was his name? Remember that Scrooge McDuck who had this big bolt of coins, and he would come in and check, make sure that it's still there to swim in it. But when it comes to love, I never see this person being happy in a relationship. Like literally, they go from one person to another person to another person. If this is a man, they might have this thing about women. They might have saying like, all women are like gold diggers. All women only want this. Okay, if we're talking about men, it's the same thing but in reverse. So I don't ever really see them being happy and content and in love. Flings, yes, but like love and happiness, I don't see it. Let's go ahead and take a look at their shadow. Parasite, yeah. Person who leeches off of the energies of others. A person who takes what they can get, whether it's resources, money, love, whatever. It's like they are like a parasite is somebody who doesn't do anything. They just sort of live with their host and take whatever they can from them and then move on. So even, you know, for some of you, this could be somebody who, I keep saying, like somebody who's a pop star or wanted to be a pop star, and then they just use you to get along, to get, yeah, ahead rather, or used your connections and then just discarded of you. But the thing is, there's never this energy of feeling content, of feeling full. And very, very deep down that it's this energy of being disgusted with themselves. And like I was saying, to option number 2, in case you guys get an inclination to start feeling like any of this is your fault, it isn't. There are things that we can control, there are things that we can't control. Okay, and when it comes to karma, first and foremost, remember that this is a general reading, and second of all, always remember like a mantra, that you are only responsible for your own life. You cannot be responsible for other people, what they do, and what comes as a consequence, as consequences of their actions. So let's go ahead and take a look at what your advice is. Okay, and that jumped out even before I had time to finish the sentence, but they keep telling you don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? They're saying that this person really took your star quality away from you. This person messed up your self-esteem. This person made you feel like you can't be loved for who you are. There are loads and loads of lies. There are loads of... This person made you feel like all you're good for was being a stepping stone, and a lot of other BS that they because I feel like they took their clothes and they just took a big part of you, and this part of you was your self-confidence as well. So they're saying that don't dip to fit in, keep being unique. Maybe this person wanted you to look a certain way because you had to represent. Okay, it's all about like being representing, like studying what you didn't want to study, wearing what you didn't want to wear, because you had to represent them or whatever. And they're saying that it's now time for you to get back to your true self, for you to open your eyes, yeah, and to see the beautiful man, the beautiful woman staring back at you in the mirror, and not to dim your light for anybody. Because I feel like a lot of you guys you are much more capable and much more talented than this other person was. But they wanted you to keep it like hush hush, because they had to be the center of attention. And they're saying it's time for you to rise up, and it's time for you to turn your beautiful light back on. So that's what I'm seeing for you, option number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. For personal readings, you could always email me. My email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with exclusive content, additional discounts, rituals, love rituals, magic rituals, yeah, and loads of other interesting things. So make sure to check it out. My lovelies, take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 3 with the clear quartz. Welcome to your reading. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at how karma is going to get those who have hurt you. Okay, but before we do, let's go and pull a couple of cards to see what this situation is all about. Okay, how they have hurt you, how it has impacted you. Let's go ahead and get a bit of a backstory over here for option number 3. Strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay. Somebody being cut off, somebody... There's this energy like somebody was spying on you, somebody was gathering a lot of information on your assets as well. somebody was withholding information from you. If you guys are divorced with children, this could be that they are withholding like alimony. Like they use tricks to hide things from you or to take things from you. But there's a lot of like spying, and there's a lot of blackmailing, using information to hurt you. My God, look at all of those. It's like either you guys are from the same family, or it wasn't just one person, like it was a family thing. Like here it could even be that some of you were cheated out of inheritance. You were cheated out of what was rightfully yours. People blackmailed you, like people coming after one thing. Like loads of people coming after one thing. Loads of legal action. And trying to outsmart. It's like, for some of you, this could be a custody battle. For others of you, I am seeing literally like being cheated out of what was yours, your inheritance, possessions, blackmailing, getting information, spying. For very few of you, this is making something that was very private public. Like, you know, doing your dirty laundry. Okay, so somebody here, it could have been, this is a very, might be very specific for some of you, but it could have been like a thing like maybe somebody filmed you during like during a makeout session, or maybe something even more serious, and somebody used it to blackmail you, or somebody, because there's a lot of like sexual energy over here. And I keep hearing like doing this dirty laundry, and I'm seeing like somebody, it's either pictures or film, or again a lot of blackmailing with something very intimate. For very few of you, this could be also talking about an operation gone wrong. Like some sort of operation that has gone wrong, I'm also hearing. And again, being cheated out of, yeah, this is like giving me a blackmail of like money. For some of you, this is internet scammers. For some of you, this is like internet scammers, people who stole from you over the internet. Like, you know, if you went on dating and they sort of asked you for money, they blackmailed you, and like they took, I don't know, I'm hearing like some of your files and things like this hostage. For others of you, this could be cyberbullying. Yeah, for some of it's literally like these people or this person having hurt somebody that you know. But for a few of you, this is taking what's yours, blackmailing you. Like it got to the point, like I don't want to get too dark in this reading, although this is a shadow reading, but here, like for option number 3, it's literally where you might have felt like you like they've done something after which you really needed a lot of healing, you really needed a lot of attention, you really needed to recover. Let me put it that way. Scorpio, Sagittarius energy is coming through very strongly over here. Like I'm seeing other things, but I'm not. It's going to be very triggering for some of you guys, and this is meant to be entertainment. But of course, this is meant to be more than just entertainment. This is meant to help you guys. But I also don't want to upset you too much for it to be too triggering. Okay, so, but whatever it is that this person did, it really affected you in the long term. And again, it has a lot to do with something to do with family, upholding family honor, and families fighting between one another. And it's so weird. And it's like whoever won at whatever like, was it worth it? Because it's like almost everybody like lost. If we're talking about families, it's like everybody lost contact with one another. Everybody isn't on speaking terms. Everybody is. It's like a shallow victory, a very, very shallow victory. And it has left you very pessimistic. Like right now, you're being in this vibe. Like it's like, what's the point in fighting? It has drained a lot of energy from you, and it has left you very pessimistic. For some of you, this happened with the person from other country, other race, other religion. And you might have had like a lot of hopes with this person. Or you might have had a lot of trust for this person or for those people. And with the 2 5s over here, you're like, well, that was a shallow victory. Because everything seems pessimistic, and it's very hard for you to trust people. Yeah, again, getting away with things. With the 7 of Swords, this is definitely somebody getting away with things. See, even the camera was like, okay, let me focus. It's like, well, afterwards when you realized how those people or this person stole from you, or how they got away with things. Very sneaky, very conniving. And very, very upsetting, like you've been cut deep by this. Very deep. Very deep with the 10 of Swords. Like you guys might still be like shedding tears for this or because of this. For some of you, it might even be like a physical thing. Like somebody hurting you physically. This is like the most difficult, emotionally difficult and complex pile for today. Let's go ahead and take a look at how karma is going to get those people, okay? How karma, They're going to be unable to move on. They're going to be limited in their movement. It's either that they're never going to be able to get out of the small city wherever they are, maybe that they wanted to use you to get out with the help of. They're never going to do it. Their plans are always going to be plans. For some of you guys, like these people, I'm seeing it's not only going to be karma, but it's going to be the legal system that gets them as well. Okay, because for some of you, I'm seeing like somebody who really wanted to move, like to go somewhere, to do something at your expense. They're never going to be able to fulfill it. Okay, and for some of you, I seeing actually like a legal system stepping in. So it's either that they're going to be like incarcerated for whatever it is that they did, not only to you, like they're literally going to be held responsible for what they did. So if it was something about stealing, they're actually going to get caught. They're actually going to be brought to justice. Okay, there's a complete disconnect with who they are. So I don't know whoever these people are or this person is, trust me, they are they don't have an easy life. Yeah, it's this energy that they're going to keep fighting, gonna have to keep on fighting, going to constantly have to be on guard. Like they can never relax. And at night, they're like battling a lot of like inner demons, if you will. Because this is a very wicked energy. A lot of energy of loneliness. Even with all the the encounters that they go through, this is a very strong energy of loneliness and of being alone. They're going to keep finding salvation. It's like those people who they're, you know, when they do something incredibly bad over and over again, and then they go to church and then they think that all is good, but they can go to church as many times as they want to. There's still the energy of being disappointed. So they are going to be essentially punishing themselves for a lot of you. And they're going to keep trying to find salvation, but they're still going to be in a difficult and a dark place. And I keep seeing that a lot of roads are going to be closed for them. So they might get, like, you know, this doesn't have to be extra serious, but it could be like somebody who stole your car, somebody who got away with like stealing your car. They're gonna get caught, and they are going to, like, this is going to affect their future in the sense that they will have this like criminal record and they won't be able to go somewhere where they wanted to go. And there's this vibe of them trying to find salvation in things later on in life and still being disappointed, and still like they will have to go through like a lot of things to find peace. With a lot of things to find peace. For others of you, okay, for the very few of you guys with whom this energy is resonating more as somebody who cheated, like there was a third party situation, somebody who broke your heart, what I'm seeing is that they're going to try and make their way back to you. That they're going to come back to you and say, listen, I'm so sorry, this is what I did, and this is why I did it. What you do with it is up to you, but you will get your thing where they come back and they admit to doing wrong. They admit to having messed up in one way or another, because there's still some like cheating energy or an energy of somebody who misled you. they're saying that even with all of this, they like this person is somebody who doesn't know care, and it doesn't excuse what they did, but it's this vibe where their karma is like a very long playing karma, okay? And it's this thing where they keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And with the moon, it's like they can't see the sun, they can't see any other way out, they can't move on, like their life is in chaos. They keep making plans, but like things are blocked for them. For a few of you, this is literally because they will have to serve some time. Okay, let's take a look at their shadow. Downcast pride. Again, very much like option number 2, they wanted to prove that they are better. But this comes from childhood. They kept trying to prove that they're somebody that they're not. And they were like, it doesn't matter, I will do it by any means necessary. Any means necessary. And karma will keep reminding them that they're not better. They're not better than anybody. At all, whatsoever. Let's go ahead and take a look at the advice, because this is a very difficult energy, to be honest, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. Because they're saying like, okay, once you do this, once you get this reading, and like I keep saying, I'm going to say it to you again as well, guys. I kept saying to option number 1 and option number 2 that you are only responsible for your actions, okay? So if you start feeling guilty after hearing this, or if you start feeling like this has anything to do with you, you need to understand that first and foremost, this is a general tarot reading, okay? And that it is like, you know, there's things we can control and the things we can't control. And you can't control what happens to people after they do something to you. You can't make people do something or not do something, okay? So these energies, like I keep saying, like if you're feeling like guilt starts creeping in or whatever, you just leave it on the table, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what advice the cards have for you with regards to this situation. Your guidance is divinely guided. This is beautiful. Your guidance is divinely guided. So they're saying that you are going to be finding your way out of this situation, out of the damage that has been done by this situation. Like, you guys are incredibly spiritual, and I don't know what it is, but it's something that you are still very much connected to the divine, and you always will be. Always will be. Whatever this, like they're saying, whatever this person or these people did to you, it is not going to, like, you shouldn't let it affect your value. You shouldn't let it affect your self-esteem. You shouldn't let it affect anything. And then saying, we know it's easier said than done, but you will be receiving a lot of guidance, or you might already have been receiving a lot of guidance on how to help yourself get out of this situation, the feelings, the damage. And they're saying that, yeah, you guys, there's something about you having a very strong bond with the divine, and with the divine not forsaking you, you know, not forsaking you, and your angels being next to you and protecting you and loving you very, very much. So there's strong energy where you might have felt like you have been forgotten by the universe because of this, what happened, or you might have felt like you've done something wrong, or like they're saying, no, this wasn't your karma, this was your lesson, like something that you had to go through. And they keep saying it's not something that you have done. Like if they made you believe that this is something that you deserved, or you know, you shouldn't have done this or you shouldn't have done that, or like you were the one who authorized it, or you were the one who fell for it, they're saying no, that's not the case. That's not the case. There's no blame, there's no shame in people like who mess you up, and it definitely isn't your fault. So that's what I'm saying for you. Option number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Like, share, subscribe. Remember to hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. For personal readings, you could always email me. My email is in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with exclusive content, additional discounts, and loads of other fun stuff such as rituals and more. So make sure to check it out. Alright, my lovelies, take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye.